control the paint, along with Shaq Howard. I think they'll come out with a good victory.
Game is underway. Tail of the tape. The Comets are the home squad. Enloe is the away squad. They're wearing black on green with green numbers to match with gold trim. Home squad is the Garner. Here at Garner is the Clayton Comets. They're wearing white on white with black and blue numbers to match for the Comets on the home team. We're underway here on CRN. Game here on this Saturday afternoon. Shot going in for two.
Number 50, Devin.
Wow, that's great. Number 50, Devin High.
Great feed right there to High. And, that's a good way for Enloe to start this game right here, and now they have a rebound.
Comets trying to make an attempt to put some points to the board, but they quickly get the rebound back to Enloe. Enloe ready to go here. Shot made by attempt by number 2.
But he walked.
Imober, and he will walk, and it's going to turn the ball back over to Clayton. So Shaq Howard will put the ball back inbounds for the Comets. Roosh will bring it back up court, and we'll see if Clayton can try to get back on the board here. They're down by 2 in the opening period of play.
Let's see. Well, they got Rush open. He didn't take the shot, but there he goes. Puts the jump shot up, and it bounces off the rim.
Roosh will make an attempt there, and no good. Two opportunities to try to put points to the board and coming up short. Clayton now on defense. Gordon shooting up 24. Nobody there. Rebound comes back to the Comets, and Shaq Howard down with the ball. Juking, jiving under 3-man on the run to the basket, and he'll now bring it up. And Coach Lee, 3 attempts now for Clayton, and they just can't score.
Yeah, just having a hard time finding the basket. I think they just need to kind of settle down after playing a tough game last night. I just think they just need to settle their nerves, and once they hit that first shot, the ball will start falling. So
Enloe's making some wild attempt shots. They're up 2-0 right now. 6:32 in the first period. Enloe will turn it back over and give it to the Comets. Now it's going to be number 20, Elijah Sanders, bringing it inbounds to Roosh. Roosh will bring it up court at midcourt now. Stacked up against the run by 2-man pressure at the top of the key. Shaq Howard with the ball. Back to Roosh. He fakes, looks for 3. Now he goes on his own to the basket. Misses it up, and the rebound for the 4th time, Brandon, will go back to Enloe.
Well, they're getting some shots off, but they're just not falling in right now. And, that's you could credit that to Enloe's defense, and the offense is rolling too. Looks like Gordon sinking the 3 there, Wesley.
Number 24, Dakota Gordon, the 5'11 sophomore at 170, sinks a field goal, 3-point shot, and the Comets are down now 5-0, Coach Lee.
Definitely. I had a chance to see this Enloe team over at the John Jacobs, and definitely 24, Dakota. He's a player.
Travel.
Turnover. But they definitely going to have to find number 24 because he will put it up and he can score shooting the ball behind the 3.
Travel on Clayton, turns over the ball back to the Enloe Eagles. It's now 5-0, 5:43 remaining in the first period of play.
Yeah, Rush looked like he was just trying to pump fake the Enloe defender there, but in doing so, just took one too many steps, and now Enloe
has a double travel. A travel on Clayton, travel on Enloe. Gordon, who sunk the 3, travels the ball. It'll give the ball back to the Comets.
I think both teams really need to settle down right now. We're seeing multiple mistakes and multiple wild shots on both sides, but you get that early in the game sometimes.
And let's be honest, Coach Lee, you saw it. We called it on CRN with me and my colleague Daniel Moore. Clayton was up big for the men's game against Eastwake, and then they let Eastwake get back in the fight. But finally, Shaq Howard with a 3.
Yeah, they needed that right there. It's now down 5-3.
Was going to say that they had to really fight and claw to win that game last night, 6-50.
Yeah, last night I just think offensively, they just kind of got out of what they was doing, had some turnovers, took some tough shots, and, credit Eastwake, being on the road. They kept playing and fighting, and luckily, Clayton, another turnover.
Another
travel. A lot of travel calls. That's the 3rd travel, 2 on the Comets, 1 on Enloe now. It'll give the ball back now to the Enloe Eagles. Number 5, Alexander will bring it in inbounds. Set it up now to Amuber. I hope I don't butcher that guy's name. They got some difficult names here on the Enloe Eagles squad. Amuber will set it up, and he's going to fade a jumper for 2. Bounces off the rim. It's no good. Rebound for the Comets, led by Sanders.
Yeah, there's that big inside presence right there. Freeman's the main star, but Sanders, he's big too. He can go there, drive the ball, and get rebounds.
Mason Roosh will put it in for 2, and we have it all tied up now, Coach Lee.
That's definitely one of Mason's strong points. He's definitely good at getting to the goal, left-handed, real crafty, and that's what Clayton's going to have to do. Get out in transition, attack the basket.
5-5 the score. Attempt made for 3, made by 4 of Makai Williams. Henry way off, and you want to call it an air ball. Give it back to B.J. Freeman. What an exclamation point he made last night. You heard in the opening of our pregame show of the way he slammed it home in the final 60-52 win over the Eastwake Warriors to put them in the number 1 spot in the Greater News 3A, and now they take on the Enloe Eagles here, part of the high school OT Garner Showcase non-conference, and for the fourth time in the first period, another travel call.
I mean, they do know they're not supposed to take 3 steps, right? Well, they'll figure it out sooner or later.
3 steps forward and 2 steps back, I guess.
Well, they'll figure it out.
It'll be Comets ball. It's all tied even at 5. 3:54 remaining into the first period. We're live at Trojans Coliseum. Coach Marlon Lee of the Lady Comets, Brandon White, Wesley Outland here with you on CRN. Saturday afternoon special of the high school OT Garner Showcase. Attempt made by Roosh to go in for the basket, and he'll be fouled.
That was a highly contested shot, too, but he did his job by drawing the foul there.
And foul on the first for Alexander.
First foul of the game.
Mason Roosh. Mason Roosh will go to the line, and he will shoot 2.
And he makes the first.
That's the 5'10", 155 senior point guard. Coach Lee, I emphasize, and I know you do as well, as now we have Jaquan Ross and Justin Bell come in the game. You've got to make your free throw shots.
Most definitely. That's definitely big. It's making free throws. I know last Friday when we went down to South Johnston, we missed over 20-something free throws. And as I told the young ladies, against great teams, we won't win that way. So it's very important that we do hit our free throws.
New player coming in for Clayton as Roosh will take a break will be Elijah Shepard, the 5'10 junior. It'll be Elon's ball, and Clayton up by 2 now, gentlemen.
Well, that's exactly what we want here, but you know, it's still very, very early. And looks like we got 3 from Gordon, and it goes. Wow. So now, just like that, Enloe has the lead again, Wesley.
Alexander to Gordon. Poetry in motion for the 5'11 sophomore at 170, and he'll sink in now 2 field goals in his efforts of the first period. It's a 1-point lead now as Clayton made an attempt to try to take the lead, lost it, give it back now to Alexander. He'll juke and jive under the basket. Or actually, that's Henry. Check that, and give it now to 50 of Devin Hyde.
And now it's a 3-point lead for Enloe here. So they're doing a real good job of shooting beyond the arc. Gordon has both of the team's 3-pointers right now, but they're also getting inside the paint too. So Comets need to tighten up their defense here, but we got 3 from Freeman, and it's no good.
A tip made for Freeman.
He almost walked with that.
Yeah, and he's going to throw it all the way deep to the other side of the court to Alexander.
And he does walk with it.
And he will walk with it. And they're going to turn it right back over, back to Clayton. This is a big opportunity, Coach Lee, for Clayton right now.
With the new reserves that we got in the game now, we just need to get in. We need to run our offense. I think BJ is kind of selling too many jump shots right now.
Steal.
Turnover.
And that will be.
He lost it. That's number 4.
Williams Henry.
That's 4 points now for Mackay Williams Henry now in the game. Number 4. 5'9 junior. And this will be the Comets ball.
Yeah, right now we just kind of out of sync. They just need to go to the offense, move the ball, keep it moving, and be ready to work a good shot.
Worth mentioning, Freeman doesn't have any points yet. He's trying to change that right now, and he turns it over.
Turns it right over, stacked against the run by 2-man pressure on the Enloe, and turns it right back to Clayton. Whistle and a foul. It's going to go against the Comets, I believe, number 4. Right, foul number 2 of Jaquan Ross. That'll be his first. Foul on Jaquan Ross, and that's the shooting guard, point guard senior. This will bring number 5 of Tashad Alexander, the captain, to the line. The senior at 5'8", and will shoot 2.
And he is the Eagles' leading scorer with 16.7 points per game, as it's shown on Max Preps, and he sinks the first free throw.
He will nail his first one. New player coming in, Owen Wazenchak coming in, the junior, number 24. You've got some fresh players on the freshman side that are doing well, like Stewart and company for the Lady Comets too, Coach Lee.
Most definitely. Got some young ladies, who's just in middle school last year, but, they're stepping up. They're playing some big-time basketball, and, for to have the freshmen to be doing that, hey, the future looks bright.
1:55 ticks remain in the first period. Wazenchak sets it up to Bell. Bell will attempt on his own to go for the layup, and he puts it in 2.
Nice drive inside by Bell there. Drove right down the baseline and had a defender right on, but he managed to get the shot up, and now it's down to a 5-point deficit for the Comets after that second free throw from
Still down by 5. It's a 14-9 game. Back up court is Alexander. He'll set it up now to Henry. Henry with 4 points in the game so far. Under the basket to Devin Hyde. Stacked against the run on 2 men of the Comets, led by Wazenchak and Bell. They'll fight for the ball, and they'll keep it. Wazenchak will get it back safely to Bell. Bell will retaliate back up court to midcourt now. On his own, carrying it, and he loses it. Last touch by Enloe, so it will be main Comets ball.
Yeah, Alexander got a hand on that as he was trying to drive it to the basket, so they'll have another opportunity to get reset and get 2 or 3 on the board.
Last sub coming in for Enloe, number 44, and that is Jordan Miller, power forward in the game. Comets with the ball, with possession. He's at midcourt now, number 4, Elijah Shepard, junior at 5'10". With the ball on the offense is Clayton. Amari Bryant shooting, going for 3, bouncing off the rim, and it's no good. Give it back to Gordon. And on the rebound for the Eagles, he's back up court now. 1 minute remaining in the first period of play.
They need to watch Gordon. He fires the 3 up, and
in and out. That's heartbreaking, ain't it, Coach Lee, when those things happen to you? I know you played ball yourself at St. Aug and more.
Yes, sir, most definitely. There was definitely a shot that was in and out. 24, he's a shooter, so he's going to keep shooting, though.
Turnover, give it back to number 4, Shepard, bringing his flock to the promised land. Up under the basket, trying to make something happen is Bryant. It bailed, and they lose it again. Give it back to Enloe. Enloe under the basket, poetry in motion, and the motion goes to 44, Miller. What an assist by Alexander.
What a great pass from Alexander to Miller there. Found him wide open with a defender on him, and now Enloe is up 16-9 with 18 seconds and counting remaining, Wesley.
16-9 the score. Ready to bring this to the house of the first. Shot made for 3, in and out. Attempt made by Jaquan Ross. Rebound by Wazenchak, and he puts it in.
Man, they got 9 to the floor, too. Let's see what Enloe can do here to close out the quarter.
Oh! What a turnaround. 44 by Miller out of nowhere. And it's at the horn. And that's the first, Coach Lee. Wow.
Right now, our guys just look, kind of drained, out of sync. Don't know what kind of game Enloe played last night, but our guys just need to pick up the intensity a little bit, start selling them the jump shots, finish at the rim, and defensively, make sure we are contesting their shots, know where number 24 is, and block out, get out in transition the way we like to play.
Second period action coming up after radio timeout. From the high school OT Garner Showcase, this is Comets basketball on CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Welcome back to Trojans Arena. Wesley Outland, Brandon White, Coach Marlon Lee of the Lady Comets. We're live here at the high school OT Garner Showcase. Comets ready for second period action as they fight for the ball. Take it out the rack. Crash. Can you say scattered, smothered, and covered racetrack style in a basketball game, Brandon White?
Well, he did a good job of not knocking over the basketball rack there, so I'd call that.
He did. What are you talking about? Balls went flying everywhere.
Oh, well, you have a better view of it than I do. The top 4 were still up there, so. But, back to the action now. We got Howard driving to the rim, and it rims out.
Man, it rims out. No good for Shakir Howard. Shaq will turn it back over to Enloe, and let's steal by Roosh, though. Here comes Mason Roosh on his own. Came out of nowhere like a thief of the night, stealing it from the Eagles. And it's going to be Roosh now to Freeman. Freeman fakes, shoots, jives, sets it up now to Javante Long. Long fader jumper looking for 2 in the rebound. No good. Last touch by Clayton. It'll be Enloe ball. Coach Lee, what do you think Coach Medlin said to these players here that they're down by, 7 in the second period starting?
Just the big thing, I'm probably saying, I know been around Coach Medlin the last 19 years, they just need to get ball movement. The ball is kind of sticking a little bit. And then we got to finish at the rim. We opened it up the quarter. Shaq Howard missed the layup. So we definitely got to finish around the rim.
But that was a rookie mistake by Freeman there, fouling a 3-point shooter. So now they're going to have 3 attempts at the free throw line here. You just cannot do that, Wesley.
Foul on Freeman at the line, number 10.
Number 10, Cometh.
Imubar. Cometh Imubar will go to the line, the captain sophomore, and he'll shoot 2 and he'll make his first.
At the line, shooting 3.
While we're on the subject of Freeman, he has not scored yet in this game. And that's what we talked about earlier, that the key to the Enloe winning would be to shut him down, and that's what they've done so far.
Studying some of these players' names, Marlon Lee, is fun and educational.
I can imagine. I can't imagine.
I'm going to a Hurricanes game tomorrow with the New York Islanders, and these names for Enloe remind me a lot of hockey players. So,
well, Emu Bar
will put it in. Yes, he misses his second.
Well, the third. And
So
Rush,
2 out of 3 he made.
Yep, and Rush has a great drive to the basket, and it's now 19-13 following the layup.
That's 4 points now.